All right, now we do want to dive into one of the most critical issues facing young people today, and that is teen mental health. The statistics staggering: 1 in 7 teenagers worldwide living with a mental health disorder, according to experts. And instead of talking about the problem, today's guest is doing something about it. Tony Weaver Jr. is an author, a speaker, an advocate, revolutionizing, I should say, how we approach teen mental health. Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey there, thank you for having me.
Why get involved with your book Weirdo and talk about teen mental health, Tony?
Well, I am the author of a book called Weirdo that I call the Nerdy Kids Instruction Manual for Self-Love and Self-Confidence. Weirdo for me is part personal. It's a graphic novel memoir, so it chronicles my personal experience. But since the book came out in September of last year, I've had the opportunity to travel to over 50 schools across the country, learning firsthand from students about the different ways they're struggling with their mental health, but also the ways that Weirdo is helping, how it's helping them feel like they belong, helping give them actionable strategies for how they can better improve their mental health, and just embrace all the things that are weird and different about them.
You've talked to 6,000 students, it looks like, over so many months and across the country. What is your message to teenagers seeing them, face to face like this?
Whenever I get the privilege to be face to face with a student, the key message that I always want to articulate is that you are valid just the way that you are. It's something that we hear a lot in the mental health space. People say, like, be yourself, be yourself. But the thing that we never tell kids is how to figure out who that is. Once a student starts middle school, and even as they go through high school, they receive way more pressure about grades, standardized test scores, and career aspirations than they ever are talked to about, hey, who are you? How are you doing today? Have you identified things that bring you joy? Have you identified things that make you happy? Have you identified the things that you're passionate about? So my huge message for them is protecting your mental health is deeply rooted in learning who you are and learning how to appreciate and love that person.
I love it. That's such great work. And to be so, to have that wherewithal and awareness at a younger age to relate to kids of the same age. What is the reception when they meet you in person?
Well, I have received overwhelmingly positive reception from the students that I've had the privilege to visit. It is humbling and heartwarming for me every time showing up to schools where they've read the book, where they've drawn fan art. People have their favorite scenes and things like that. I had the privilege to go to a school in Bakersfield, California. And at that school, when I got there, students had prepared a presentation where they talked about their favorite panels and their favorite moments from the book, what it meant to them. And the thing that was very positive and encouraging for me was that each student had a profoundly different situation and they identified and related with a different part of the book. So for me, who really cares about details and tried to put as much positivity into that book as I could, seeing that all of those moments and tiny details were recognized by a kid that needed it, uh, it was just really heartwarming. It was an amazing feeling.
That is amazing, Tony. What do you say then to kids who are facing some of the issues that your book focuses on, identity and self worth? Why are those two important topics these days?
I think that identity and self-worth are the foundation for a healthy life. The way that you want to spend your time in your career, the way that you want to spend your time with your friends, the way you want to spend your time with your hobbies, all of that is rooted in a positive and healthy understanding of who you are and the things that bring you joy. And for kids that are struggling with that, what I say is that the things that make you weird are the things that make you powerful. All those things about us that feel slightly different from our peers, that make us feel like we're different than everybody else, those are tiny hints that lead us down the path to becoming the person that we're intended to be. And sometimes it's difficult to follow that path. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to stand out. But at the end of that path is the person that you are intended to be, the person that you truly are. and it makes going on that journey worth it every time, no matter how difficult it is.
Fantastic message for adults as well, Tony, and for parents and maybe educators who are watching and listening. How is Weirdo a good conversational tool to use when it comes to relating to teens?
Well, my parents are very central characters in Weirdo. They appear quite often. And I think that every parent, or at least I hope every parent, starts their relationship with their child with a foundation of love. When mental health difficulties and issues pop up, sometimes parents struggle because sometimes parents don't even have a strong grip on their mental health. They haven't had the opportunity to figure out those things for themselves. So, my relationship with my parents over the course of the book kind of mirrors what it looks like to pay attention to your child's mental health, but also pay attention to your mental health as well. I think it's a journey that a family can go on together. And as long as those conversations start with that foundation of care and love, there's an opportunity for learning to happen on both sides.
And for kids who might be watching, what do you want to say to them today as May is Mental Health Awareness Month?
What I would say to any kid watching is that even if it feels like it doesn't, the world needs you just the way that you are. The person that you are will bring something to the world that only you can bring. And if you don't show up as your full authentic self, the world will profoundly be missing something. There'll be something that we won't have because you weren't there to bring it. So, what I encourage every young person to do is to passionately pursue who they are, the things that bring them joy, the things that make them happy, no matter how different it may make them seem, because it's that difference that will allow them to move the world forward and bring light to the world. And light is something that the world desperately needs right now.
Tony, you're so eloquent and so beautiful. Thank you for the incredible work you're doing for not only teenagers across the country, but really for everybody, for families. It's really good work, and for someone who can speak at a different way to reach teenagers, especially. That's incredible, fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll put Tony's information on the website on WCNC.com. If you need more information, a great tool for teens and families and parents, even educators across the Carolinas and really across the country. Weirdo and Tony Weaver, thank you so much for joining us.